Hello everybody and welcome to Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. There's the prologue if any of you don't already know what Castlevania is. So that being said, let's get started. Anyway, just go to the right. You can only enter buildings when it's daytime when you're in town. Anyway, the first thing I would highly suggest doing is getting the holy water, which you can buy from this guy. I should warn you though that it is possible to double buy things, and no, you don't get more, you just waste money. That being said, just make sure you don't try buying what you already bought. Anyway, with the holy water, it actually is a pretty useful thing that generally you can have a longer distance than your starting whip when you jump. Also, it goes at a downward angle, which is helpful for a lot of ledges you're going to be dealing with. Anyway, just sort of stay around here and don't get too close to the wolfmen, otherwise they'll start jumping like that. Anyway, I would highly suggest just trying to stick to the left side here, because you'll be needing to buy the crystal from town, which costs 50 hearts, which is the currency of this game. Not to mention it's almost going to be night soon anyway. Which I would highly suggest trying to stick to the far left so the wolfman doesn't respawn. Because during the night they can take up to 4 hits. But if something's caught on screen just as the thing transitions, it actually has as much health as it already had for the last transition. That being said, if a monster's caught on a screen when it's night and sorry, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, if it's nighttime and something's on screen, it'll still have as much health as it did during the nighttime, even if it turns to daytime. Anyway, I would highly suggest just sort of sticking with these 2 respawning ones. Which there's one thing I really should mention. I know a lot of people complain about the stairs in this game, but yes, you can attack on them. You just can't move up and down when you're doing it. Also, I probably should have that controller thing that shows what I'm doing, but if you actually hold the attack button while actually standing still on the staircase, it'll automatically attack. Which can be pretty useful in areas where the enemies are close to stairways and take a lot of hits. Generally, if you go to where the flame is, the other one will respawn. Oh, one thing I should mention about this game, never try using your sub-weapon in a doorway. Because it just, I guess, goes into the door. It doesn't actually go out in front of you, which can be pretty dangerous if you're not aware of that. That being said, if it's an open doorway, don't do that. Also, I should mention that you can't actually go into buildings at night, because I guess everyone has their doors locked, even though some of them's open, I guess. Anyway, Yeah, almost 150. Well, that's good. Personally, I would highly suggest skipping the next whip you can get. I mean, I'll show you where you can get it anyway, but anyway, this game actually has a level up system, which is signified by that noise you heard. If you go to the pause screen, you'll see the E. That's your experience. Every time you level up, you'll actually get an increase in defense. I mean, it may be pretty slight, but it does increase your defense. Anyway, the second whip is actually in this building. Again, I'm not going to get it because as far as I'm concerned, it's a waste of money, but it costs 100 hearts. Personally, I would highly suggest saving up for the chain whip, which is much better. Now then, there's a whole bunch of waterways in these towns. Don't try jumping into water, it's fatal. You have a great big fall spot for most of the game. Anyway, if you don't kill these seamen quick enough, they'll start spitting things at you. That being said, do not try jumping when they're starting to spit things, because there is a knockback effect in this game. Thankfully, I don't think they can actually spit anything when they're jumping out of the water, but yeah, you better be careful just to be safe. Oh yeah, that is one of those areas. This is one of those games where enemies can spawn right in front of you. That being said, make sure you're ready to hit that attack button, because that will be pretty necessary. Okay, now then, this is the first level. With the white crystal equipped, you can actually see these bricks. You don't actually need the crystal to actually stand on the bricks, but being able to see where they are right does help. Anyway, just sort of stand on the edge and time it right, and this guy's going to be much of a problem. Ah yes, the gargoyles. I hate these things. They run at you and spit a whole bunch of stuff. Again, with the stairway, you can usually kill things, especially the blobs. They shouldn't be much of a problem with their stairway. There we go. Hopefully the gargoyle doesn't respawn on you, because seriously, that can be a bit difficult when you're trying to jump to the next thing when it's spitting things at you. Okay, yeah. I should also mention it is possible to use your sub-weapon on stairways. It's just you got to time it right. I'll show you what I mean here in a moment when I'm going down. Yeah, watch out for these skeletons that throw bones. You can destroy these bones. I'm pretty sure you can, yeah. But, yeah, they leave a small flame for a little while, so make sure you don't walk into that. Boy, these things are giving me a bit of a problem, isn't it? Aren't they? Okay, 156. Well, that's good. Anyway, make sure you have at least 50 hearts. I would highly suggest having 100 at this point, because it's more of a pain to actually get to the next level's area than this one. Anyway, go over here and talk to the oak salesman. Or oak steak, sorry. Do not use the oak steak, which it will appear in your sub-weapons one, but, and again, don't double buy anything. Do not use the oak steak until you reach the orb. Don't use it on any enemies because it won't have any effect. Anyway, one of these, here we go, make sure you jump past those areas where you can fall through. You can use the holy water to see what exactly is false spot or not. Anyway, you now possess, I don't know why they spelled that wrong, but whatever. Anyway, make sure to switch back to your sub-weapon. I'm pretty, no, I guess that wasn't this level. I'm pretty sure there's one level that you can actually go. You can actually destroy the stairway leading up to the orb. Anyway, again, make sure you miss that fall spot. Personally, I would highly suggest getting another oak steak here. Main reason is because it's sort of a pain to get to the other one. I'm probably going to die a few times, of course, but I'll show you where or exactly the one in the next level is. Because I would highly suggest just buying it from him because there's a lot of false spots in the next level. Anyway, as I was saying, you can use sub-weapons on stairways. You just have to be very precise how you time it. Pretty much right when you're walking downwards, you've got to immediately use it before the animation is done. Anyway, after buying the oak steak, easiest way is just to fall through the floor. I mean, you can go all the way around again, but personally, I'd highly suggest this way as no gargoyle, which can be a bit of a problem. If you want to order these, well, at least I thought there wasn't any gargoyle. There's two of them. Oh well, here we go. Let's see here. I don't think there's any false spots in this area. Yeah, that's one of the problems with this game. Trying to dodge an enemy, you may run back and, well, the enemy will respawn right in front of you after you come back towards it. Now let's see here. I got an oak steak and 92 hearts. Not bad. Again, you don't actually need the crystal to actually walk on these bricks. But it is highly advised as well. It's a lot better just to see them. Anyway, these skeletons will take one more hit than normal. Anyway, with Dracula's web, you're actually able to deflect those projectiles, I guess, right back to where they came from. Yeah, try avoiding the bats. I'm pretty sure they can spawn on the edge of the screen. That being said, be very careful before trying to leave the area if there's bats there. I don't think Dracula's web actually works on these spider webs. Ah yes, these eyeball things. I hate these things. Seriously, once they get on you, lots of luck to you. Kill them before they get on you. That's the only piece of advice I can give you. Yeah, they can take up to 4 hits at night. Which, as you can probably imagine, that can be a bit of a nuisance since they're constantly getting up close to you, on you. Again, don't try to get too close to them if possible. Which I think I'm gonna fail at. Again, that annoying problem where the enemies spawn as soon as you leave the area again, right? Doesn't help matters. Especially with these things. Again, don't use the oak steak. I guess I'm gonna be stuck here till morning. That's okay, I probably need more hearts for what I'm gonna buy anyway. Or, well, I guess I can just go for the marsh. The marsh will actually take your HP away fairly slowly, but you better watch out just in case. Anyway, again, use the stairway to kill the enemies as they come. Just sort of wait for them to come back if necessary. $126. That's there. I need 24 more. So that's 6 more hearts. Which I don't think I explained that too well. Small hearts actually give 2 hearts. Half hearts actually give 4. The big hearts actually give 8. I should also tell you that the manners, the levels as they call them, time does not actually flow when you're in there. That being said, that's a very good way of getting money, well, hearts, without well, this happening. Yeah, let's see here, 130. I need 10 hearts. I would highly suggest buying the chain whip as soon as possible. Now then, in the daytime, these eyeball things really shouldn't be much of a problem. Just as long as they don't get directly on. Alright, 5 more. The chain whip actually costs 150 hearts. Again, the downward angle is actually pretty useful for a lot of things. Okay, I think that should about do it. There we go. Let's see here, 12. Yeah, I may have to go through the marsh. Okay. Hopefully I can make it in time. Time goes pretty fast here. Anyway, yeah, time doesn't actually activate when you're inside. Anyway, I would highly suggest buying a chain whip. Now then, with the chain whip, you have a longer range and a much more powerful attack than the first whip. Anyway, hopefully I can make it there before time runs out. Yep. Okay, the church actually heals you all the way. Now then, every other level up you'll actually get more HP, which can be very useful. Of course, they can still go down pretty fast. Yeah, I seriously doubt I'll be getting all the extras. I mean, if you have garlic, which costs 50, which I seriously doubt I'll have enough. You can actually go to the miscellaneous graveyards in the areas and get some special items. I'll be trying to get them if possible. We'll see if I come into town with 50 or something. Anyway, make sure you have the white crystal by this point because you will be needing it. Here we go. Again, everything on screen still has the same amount of health as, well, in this case, daytime. Of course, with the chain whip, it should increase your damage drastically. Again, make sure those eyeballs don't get on you. Anyway, destroy these 2 blocks and now you get the Sacred Flame, which is a very useful piece of equipment, as it actually acts kind of like the holy water, but it sort of stalls out and goes up after it lands. Yeah, I kind of figured I'd get hit there. Yep. Well, I guess I'll just have to go to the graveyard then. Of course, there's one item in particular that I'm probably going to avoid. I mean, all the rest of them I might get, but definitely that's one item, mostly because it's, let's just say there's a whole bunch of waving blocks, which, well, you'll see late in the game, and I'm going to guarantee you they are not a good thing to deal with. Apparently, that one would take 12 hits with your normal weapon, oh boy. Anyway, the weaker version of those things are actually up here in this village. Let's see here, 78 XP. Again, to the flame and back, right, you just make it so that it respawns. Let's see here, 93. Now then, supposedly there's a glitch where after you get all your hearts and you get one more, it actually resets the heart count, but personally I've never actually had that happen to me. I mean, even after having maximum hearts and getting several dozen more. Which I think the maximum amount of hearts in this game is 256, I'd like to say. Anyway, I'm not sure, but I think you actually need the chain whip to actually buy the Morning Star, which is the next best weapon after the chain whip. I should also mention that if something doesn't actually spawn on screen when it transitions from night to day, you have to actually make it so that you leave and then leave the area, and then the thing should spawn right when you come back. Not actually leave through any of the doors or anything, just leave the general area. Anyway, let's see here. Yep. Let's see here. I forget this one sells garlic or whirls. I'm pretty sure it's one or the other. Yeah, might as well. I would highly suggest having at least one whirl. You get 2 for every 50 hearts you spend, which seems a bit expensive for one-use items, even if there's 2 of them, but whirls actually make you invincible for a limited amount of time, which is very useful for getting past marshes, which there will be some extra very long ones later in the game. I guess this isn't one of these. Now then, I have no idea what Dracula's eyeball actually does. I mean, I know it says it reflects the curse, but I can't honestly say I've ever seen any in-game effects of that. I guess it was this one that sold garlic. I should also mention that sometimes you'll have to break through the right wall to actually get into another area. Okay, after buying some garlic, you can actually go to the graveyard. Yep, wrong way. Again, avoid the canals. Kill whatever you want. Anyway, switch over to the garlic and then use it, and man should appear. And he gives you a silver knife, which, if I remember correctly, gives us 1 heart. Yep. I'm pretty sure there's this one guy that actually sells a dagger somewhere, but I know there is, but A, it's not really that useful since your whip has about the same distance, and B, it costs 50 hearts anyway. Anyway, make sure that's on the sub-weapon you want. And I think I'll actually end this episode before I start on the next level. That being said, let's just get there first. Which, come to think of it, I don't think there actually is a church in that last town. That being said, they better be conserving their HP. Or getting leveled up apparently. Again, every other level up will give you a health increase. Anyway, make sure you have the blue crystal, you need it. Now then, just are set by the water, and eventually you'll be able to go underwater. Okay, well, I am going to end this episode here. That being said, I hope everyone's enjoying this, and so have a good day.